That's our beautiful, thank you.
And yeah, and a couple of other, you know, other, you know, fathers with my
Especially
on
in spring.
They agreed with our,
It took me 3 days.
One of the things that they talk
No, they didn't know what happened. The plane,
I spread it
the
out.
boys locked up.
people cross over, it's gotten and so we needed
And they're trying to
better
figure
job.
out.
And I think because of the fire.
All agreed with it.
Right.
All the parents have said,
And
My dad.
and then the parents, never been to that father. They got out of the lot.
Long time no see.
Yeah, sounds like, feels like it, huh?
Yes.
Make a good pair.
How was the funeral?
It's nice.
Okay, good. Good. Let's see. We got it. Yeah. We got a minute. We got a minute. What'd you say? Okay. Well, do you want to wait a minute, or we can begin? I know the lot
Jenny said she's coming to Jim, so they should.
with her family
Well, you know
over
what?
the holiday
I haven't
weekend.
been sitting and watching baseball games too much.
That's what I understand.
I've gotten really weak.
Yeah.
So the last few days I've had to start exercising.
How old was
I got back.
She was 92.
Because I just got my back.
That's great.
Wow. Because it was shady and cool, and so that's my problem. is I
Wow.
don't
My brother's
exercise
September
because
26th.
I'm, you know, losing the.
They were married 73 years.
So, that's why when you walk,
I want to do more.
That's a long line.
And everybody keeps telling me to slow down.
really?
Yeah.
But I don't know how
We'll
many
do
feet
it.
this is, but you did it beautifully, and it's just that it's.
Practice it.
After a lot of hours,
Walking without.
if you like to say something, I would like to say
Without a
something.
Cane, yeah.
I'm sure it'd be nice to share. See this whole place grow up.
Oh, yeah, but definitely when you first came here, a lot of things.
No, if you're leaning on the wall.
I mean,
with the.
You're a teenager, you have an adult, you didn't have a free
Walkers, like, for sure.
Well, this is as tall as it goes.
Wow.
Yeah, when my parents moved out here in 55, they had lived in Mar Vista, which is next to Santa Monica. Because when they moved out from New York in 53, my aunt and uncle lived in Santa Monica, so they got an apartment nearby. And then they moved to, and they were looking in Orange County. There were no freeways down here. And I don't know if you remember where my mom's house was. My parents moved in July 3rd, 1955, and Disneyland opened 2 months later. And they figured big amusement park here east of Coney Island,
Whatever
you know?
floats,
yeah.
Well, it kind of grew.
Had no idea what was there.
Yeah.
Lunch was really good. I was telling them a little crusty bread with the tomato and cucumber.
Go scratch yourself. That's my cousin's favorite saying.
In the closet, in the,
Oh, so does this one. All right. Well,
Well, these things I think are years.
I imagine. I wonder if they have the date they were printed.
wonder if there's a.
These are the original black cedar reed.
Like 1953 or something like that?
Yeah.
I wonder if they have new editions.
Yeah, they do.
What's up,
Mount Sinai Memorial.
Yeah, but remember, these are the black cedar reed we used to have.
Oh, well, this is 1985 Mount Sinai Memorial Park.
That's when Mount Sinai got permission to.
Yeah, if you look across the page, you got staking right here, you got 2001.
Yours does, not mine.
I remember, we'll wait a couple minutes for the music, okay?
Yeah.
But it's a true story. We used to use that Silverman for decades. You know, so I'd come to Shul. If you came to Shul Friday night, Shabbat morning, especially in the English readings, we'd pretty much do the same English readings. And so after a while, you had them in your head.
Right.
One of them was for the Hashki Venu. So, and I remember I was at Beth Emet as a boy from the age of 10 to 13 to keep us safe throughout the night. On the morrow, raise us up in perfect.
Yeah, it was about 2000, because I was really one age. I had to pack up every one of those books.
Yeah, but aren't there newer ones since?
Yeah, see.
Yeah, but they changed the poetry.
I know, but I'm
The
just saying
newest
that.
one is.
I know some conservative synagogues use a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, these,
Anyway, there's something classic about that Hashki Venu.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I would have done that, because I bet you we could have gotten through it.
You could do it sometime in, in temples.
Yeah, I have to it's kind of like your Haftorah. I have to remind yourself of it a little bit, First six words of my Haftorah I have memorized.
I was just gonna say, you did pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got one that's done every week, that's done once in a while.
Yeah, mine's always done, unless it's like, because it's it's Bahar and Bichlu Kotai. So no matter what's going on, they're going to do Bichlu Kotai. Bahar, maybe. But remember when I was a boy and they said, okay, we're going to give you your bar mitzvah, etc. Bahar Bichlu Kotai. And I'm like, what's that? They go, oh, it's the end of Vayikra. It's pretty cool. I go, okay, fine. All right, I'll tell you what. I think we should begin Mincha.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I think we've acted in good faith.
Yeah.
So we're going to begin. I'll wait for William to take his seat.
What time is it?
I don't know.
I mean, not what time, what page are we?
Oh, we're going to start on page 3. Mincha begins with the oscillated English, okay? Happy are they that dwell in thy house. They will ever praise thee. Psalm of praise of David, I will extol thee, my God, O King, and I will bless thy name forever and ever. Great is the Lord and highly to be praised. His greatness is unsearchable. On the majestic glory of thy splendor and on thy wondrous deeds will I meditate. They shall make known the fame of thy great goodness, and shall exult in thy righteousness. The Lord is good to all, and his tender mercies are over. The Lord is righteous in all his ways, and gracious in all his works. The Lord is near unto all who call upon him in truth. He will fulfill the desire of them that revere him. He will also hear their cry, and will save them. The Lord preserveth all them that love him, from all wicked will bring low. My mouth shall speak the praise of the Lord. Let all men bless his holy name forever and ever. We will bless the Lord from this time forth. Tilat Adonai daber pi v'varech kol basar shem kodsho le'olam va'ed v'anachnu nevarech ya me'ata v'ad olam. Hallelujah. I invite you to rise if you're comfortable for the Chatzi Kaddish before the Amidah. Yikadav yikadash shemei rabah yelmad yivrach l'ruteh v'yamlich malchuteh v'chayachar v'mechon v'chedach l'beit Yisrael Bagala Isman Kariv Imru Amen Yehi Shemei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam Me'ol Maya Yitbarach Vishtabach Yitbar V'Rama V'Naseh V'Darav Yitalev Yitalal Shemei Dekudisha Le'ila Min Kol Berachata V'Shirata Chuchata V'Nechamata Damiram V'Lama V'Imru Amen. So the Mincha Amidah will begin together on page 5. And we'll recite the Kedusha on page 6, and then we conclude the Amidah in silence, and the Amidah runs through the top of page 13. We'll begin together on the top of page 5. Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Go melech hazarim tovim, v'konei hakol, v'zocher chastei avot, v'mevi goel livnei v'neihem, l'mad shemo b'yahava, choser Moshiach Magin, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magin Avraham, Ada Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayim Eitim Atah Rav L'Hoshia, Morid Hadal, Mechagel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayim Eitim B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Novim Rovei Cholim U'Matir Asurim, Mechayim Amanato Lishenei Afar, Matzmiach L'Shuah, V'nei Amanat Al-Achayot Meitim, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayei HaMeitim, Kedusha, Nikadesh Et Shimcha Ba'olam, Kishem Shemakdishim Oto B'Shnei Marom, Kagatu V'Yad Nevi'echa, Vikara Zehar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzivaot, Meloch ha'aretz kivodo, Liumatam Baruch Yomeru. V'divrei Kodesh Katuv Le'mor, Yimloch Adonai Le'olam, Elohayach Tzion V'dor V'dor, Hallelujah. V'dor V'dor Nagid Galecha, V'netzach Netzachim V'neshadacha Nakish, Shivchacha Elohim Mipin Le'amus Le'olam Va'ed, Ki HaMelech Gadol V'Kadosh, Ata Baruch Ata Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. We conclude in silence, page 7 through 13. We continue Mincha now on the bottom of page 13 with Kaddish Saleh, and then we'll rise for Aleinu, and then we'll do the Mornis Kaddish. Yikadav Yikadash Shemir Abba, Yom Adivrach Lutev, Yom Yichmach Lutev, V'chayechod, V'yomechod, V'chayechod, Beit Yisrael, B'agalav, Yisman Kariv, V'yimereu, Amen, Yeh Shemir Abba Mevarach, Le'olam Olmei Olmayah, Yitbarach, V'ishtabach, V'yitbar, V'yidramah, V'yidnaseh, V'yidadar, V'yidalev, V'yidalach, Shemir Kudishah, Richlehu, Le'ila min kol birchadav, V'shiradav, V'chadav, V'nechmadav, V'amiram B'alma V'yimru, V'yigabel Sodon, V'oneho Nechoyim, V'yimru, Shelo Asman, V'yahar Rasav, V'lo Samanu, V'yimru Adama, Shelo Sam, V'yimru Bahem, V'yimru Rahinu, Kecho Hamona, V'yimru Melech, Machir HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch. follow along, but I find these to be well written and inspiring. I think it's a nice way to introduce the Morning's Kaddish. As we recite the Kaddish, Israel's hallowed prayer, we aver, despite our woe and anguish, that life is good and life's tasks must be performed. Help us, O Lord, to rise above our sorrow and face the trials of life with courage in our hearts. Give us insight in this hour of grief, that from the depths of suffering may come a deepened sympathy for all who are bereaved, that we may feel the heartbreak of our fellow men and find our strength in helping them. Heartened by this hymn of praise to thee, we bear our sorrow with trustful hearts, and knowing thou art near, shall not despair. With faith in thy wisdom, we who mourn rise to sanctify thy name. Now I invite those reciting Morning's Kaddish to rise, and we'll recite the Morning's Kaddish on page 15. No problem. Yitparach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yit'aleh, v'yithalal, shemei dekudisha, richu, le'ela, min kol birachata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba, v'chaim aleinu. A couple moments to share. It'd be especially nice, William, if you'd like to share something about your mother for those of us who might not have been at the funeral. I would like to hear it, and we'll take it from there. Anyone else who has any thoughts to share? But we're going to start first with the Mariv, and that begins on page 18, moving right along. And so I invite you to rise for the Hurachum before the Baruch. Hamelech Ganinu v'yom koreinu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Please be seated. Join me in English on page 18 with the first paragraph after the Baruch Hu. Praised be thou, O Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who with thy word bringest on the evening twilight, with thy wisdom openest the gates of the heavens. With understanding thou knowest to order the cycles of time and various the seasons. Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv Avihim. We can sing the next paragraph together. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael avchavda, Torah u'mitzvot chokim u'mishpatim, Adanu imahadita, Akin Adonai Eloheinu, B'shachmeinu v'kumeinu, Nasiach b'chukecha, V'nizmach v'direi toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, ve'olam va'ed, ki heim chayenu ve'yorech yameinu, ve'yorech yameinu, v'vahem negeh yomam, yomam v'layla, ve'vadecha atasir mimenu le'olamim, baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Page 19. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai V'yahavata et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinat aham levanecha v'di bahar tabam v'shivdecha b'beitecha v'lechdecha ha'vaderech v'shachvecha v'kashatam leho. We now turn to page 21. Let us read this prayer responsibly in the English. True and certain it is that there is one God, and there is none like unto him. Great are the things that God hath done, his wonders are without number. Wondrously he visited judgment upon Pharaoh, performing signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. In every age the Lord hath been our hope. He rescued us from enemies who sought to destroy us. When the children of Israel beheld the might of the Lord, they gave thanks unto him and praised his name. Moses and the children of Israel exultingly proclaimed, Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the mighty? Who is like unto thee, glorious in holiness, revered in praises, doing wonders? Together on the top of page 22. With me. Cause us, O Lord our God, to lie down in peace, and raise us up again, O our King, unto life. Spread over us thy tabernacle of peace. Direct us to right through thine own good counsel. Save us for thy name's sake. Be thou a shield about us. Remove from us every enemy, pestilence, sword, famine, and sorrow. Help us, O Lord, to resist temptation. Shelter us with thy protecting love, for thou art our guardian and deliverer. Yea, thou God and King, art gracious and compassionate. Guard thou our going out and our coming in to life and peace, henceforth and forevermore. Blessed be thou, O Lord, who guardest thy people. Ushmor tzeitin evoinu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'atav yad olam baruch atah Adonai shomer amo Yisrael ad. I invite you to join me on the bottom of page 23. We'll do the Chatzi Kaddish, and then we will rise for the silent Amida beginning on page 24. Yigrad yigrad shemei rabba yelmad yivrachu teviam nichmachu devachechad v'echad v'chedach b'eit Yisrael v'agalav yizman kariv v'yimru Yehei shemei rabba mevarach le'olam olamei olmaya Yitbarach yishapach yitbah v'yiramam yitnaseh v'yidar v'yidalev v'yidalal shemei d'kudusha Richu le'ila min kol birachata v'shirada v'shbechada v'nechamata d'amiram v'alama v'yimru Amen. The Arvit Amida begins on page 24. It's recited in silence. It concludes on the top of page 30.